Hello YouTube community, this is Larry the Legend with Mobile Coins. For today's video, we are going to be discussing error pennies and varieties. As you see on the screen, we have a 1982 Denver Mint. And we are going to be I'm going to show you how to tell the difference between a large date and a small date. Now if you come over here to the number 2, you see how it's thick and straight? That would be a large date. Now move this over, and this one is an example of a small date, and you could tell the difference on the number 2. It's thin and it's defined, and it has the curve right there. It's not straight, it's got a curve, and it's much thinner. This is the difference between a large date and a small date. And this one is a Philadelphia, but it doesn't matter. The Philadelphias and the Denvers are identical. They have the same two variations with the large date and the small date. So when you're searching through your 1982s, this is how you tell the large date from the small date. Now, tell the difference whether it is copper or zinc is you're gonna have to weigh them. The zinc is gonna weigh 2.56 grams, whereas the copper will weigh 3.11 grams. Now, they say if you do find a copper, I believe it's the small date, that one's worth a lot of money. The U.S. Mint denies that penny even exists, but according to PCGS, they have confirmed the existence of one. It's the only one they've found so far, and it was confirmed by PCGS, and it is authenticated as a genuine penny, even though the U.S. Mint denies its existence. Now, I'm not going to go through all my 82s because I already know. I already have both the large and small dates, and I have the coppers as well as the zincs. And we're going to move on to our next variety. Our next variety is going to be the wide AM and close AMs. The close AM variety. I'm sorry. On the 1998, 99, and 2000. This is Philadelphia Mint only, not the Denver Mint. Philadelphia Mint. If you look on the back, it is supposed to be a close AM. That is the letter A and the letter M are almost touching. That's a close AM. This is the common variety. This is what it's supposed to look like. The wide AM, however, is the one that's worth money. And here's an example of a wide AM. Put this right over the top. Alright. On the close AM, they are real close together. The wide AM, there's a gap between the A and the M. This is the only way to tell the two apart. This is the common variety. This would be the expensive variety. And no, I do not have the white AM. I actually used the 92D as an example, because the 92D is the exact opposite of what we're looking for in the 98, 99, and 2000s. Now, out of the years, 1999 is going to be the most valuable of the two. All right, so this is a 98. This is a close AM, so it goes back. There's another 98. Close AM, it's going to go back. 1999. Close AM, that goes back. Close AM, that goes back. And a close AM, that goes back. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't have any close AMs. Now let's move on to the 1992 Denver. I'll show you what the front looks like. 1992 Denver. Now in the 1992 Denver, the on the back, it was supposed to be a wide AM like what you're seeing. The mistake is they used the wrong back, the wrong planchet, and the varieties, the ones that are worth money, have a close AM, where the A and the M in America are almost touching. All right. So as you can see, this one right here, this is a wide AM variety. So this is the common one that's only worth a penny. So let's move on and see if we can find any close AMs. And that's a wide. That one is a wide. That one is a wide. That one is a wide. That's a wide. And keep in mind, I have not gone through these. I just pulled out the 1992s, or I'm sorry, 1998, 99, and 2000s, and also the 92 Ds. And I stick them in a little bag. This is what my bag looks like. And then when I get enough of them, then I'll come over to the computer and check under the microscope. 'Cause I can't do this for every little, every time I find one. I'll be back and forth to computer all day long. So if I just put them all into a little bag, and when I get the bag almost full, I can sit down for an hour and go through them and see if I have anything that's worth money. But it looks like everything that I have is going to be the wide AM variety, which, I mean, I didn't expect anything less, but it would be nice to get the close AM, make a little money on the side. Alright, I'm going to try to go through this a little faster. Upside down. The the next one we are going to discuss is the 1970 S. Actually, no. Let me retract that. I have two other pennies I want to do first before I get into the 1970S. Because 1970S, that one is kind of difficult. I have one. It took me I found one and I pulled it out and I put it in a 2x2 flip. A week later I checked it out again to make sure. I pulled it out of the flip and mixed it up with the other ones. I found the same penny again. I did this 5 times. On the 5th time, I knew I had the right one. Okay, this is... What is this? Oh, this is 92D. This is another one. Okay. This cent right here is 1983. Now, with the 1983, this variety, I believe, is the double ear. And just looking at my cheat sheet, that is incorrect. The 1984 is the double ear. Okay, so on the 83, what we're looking for is a double die reverse. So I'm actually on the wrong side. So let's go over here. Look at United. Word states. And I can't tell. I really can't tell. This is why every time I check, I always get feedback and let other people check it out and, you know, find out what's going on. And I mean, I'll make sure that I'm seeing the same thing at least 5 times. Now, if I see it and someone else could see it, then we'll just go from there. What I'm seeing here is on the top of the T, the E. Looks like it might be a little doubling. Not sure though. So what I'm going to do is I will put this off to the side, and I will check it out again, and you know, just do my little vetting process. All right, the last one we're going to discuss today is the 1970S. Now, the 1970S came in 2 different varieties. You had the large date and the small date. Now, I do know I have one small date. And it took me a long time to figure this one out. With the small date, the numbers are going to be even or level all the way across. Alright, and the 7 and the O are going to be even as well. The 0 is going to have a more rounded, and then over here, Liberty is much thicker. Now let me pull the website up. Okay, so the website for the yeah, like I said, the Liberty's going to be smaller and crisper, and for the that's on the small date, and also for the small date, the 7 is going to be even with the O. As you see, the 7 and O are even down here, but on this one, the 7 drops down further than the O does. Oh, let me see. You can't really see that too good. Okay. All right. So the 7 drops out lower than the O. This O is more rounded, and this one is more oval. So this is the small date, this small date, large date, large date. Crisper, thinner letters, bolder, thicker letters. Another telltale is the 9. If the 9 comes down, pointing towards the 4 o'clock position, the 4:30 position, and that's a large date. The small date, however, it hooks all the way around and it's pointing at the 3 o'clock digit. So that's the way to tell difference between the two. And like I said, this is one of the most difficult ones for me to do. I have found one in all my time doing this, and it was not easy. This one right here is, I believe, the large date. And we go to next one. It's got a thick Liberty. It's rounded. Okay, this one's going to be large date as well. Let's go to this one. That one's clearly rounded and it's thick. I'm going to say large date. This one, well, it's a little more oval, and the 9 is hooking straight across to the 3 position. And let's see, the lettering, I don't know. That one's kind of iffy, so I'll put that off to the side. That'll be one that I definitely check again in the future. This is more rounded. Thicker lettering. So that's pretty much it. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment. Hit that like button. Please subscribe and share this with all your friends. Have a good day.